To find out what really happened, we need access to the cameras, we need access to interviews of the witnesses.
A family looking for answers after their loved one dies at the Oregon Zoo. It is 10 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Gianola.
And I'm Jennifer Hoff. First tonight, Carl Ross died earlier this month after attending a concert at the Oregon Zoo. Now his family is preparing to file a lawsuit against the zoo. And that's where we find our Valina Jones, who spoke to the family's attorney tonight. Valina?
Jennifer, Carl Ross Sr. came here to the Oregon Zoo to see his favorite singer and never left this area. His family has not only hired an attorney, but also a private investigator to find out what happened. A family looking for answers is now putting the Oregon Zoo on notice after 62-year-old Carl Ross was found dead there.
To find out what really happened, we need access to the cameras, we need access to interviews of the witnesses, and right now, unfortunately, the zoo's attorneys have prohibited us from accessing that information.
Ross, who was at a concert at the zoo, was found dead 2 days after he was reported missing. His body was found in a construction area blocked off to the public. Family attorney Michael Fuller tells me the family is looking for who's responsible.
Mr. Ross is a 62-year-old retired deacon in his church, grandfather. He's not in a condition to be entering any inaccessible areas in a zoo. He certainly didn't climb any fences or evade any security guards to get to where they found him.
Ross's glasses and keys are still missing. The family believes he fell and are filing an intent to sue the zoo, among others, if they find negligence was involved.
I think it's looking like a cover-up. If the zoo would just sit down with the employees and be honest with the family, we'd feel a lot better about things. But the fact is, the zoo was not honest with the family from the outset.
Fuller believes the zoo has not been upfront and is withholding information. The zoo tells Coin 6 they don't have a record of Ross being reported missing to the zoo security the night of his disappearance, saying, quote, "Our hearts go out to the family and loved ones of Carl Ross Sr. They have experienced a tremendous loss, and it's understandable that they want to know what happened. We are continuing to look for answers as well." Zoo officials say they don't know how Ross ended up in the area, but say he would have had to cross several barriers and security staff to get there. The zoo also tells us the following night of Ross's disappearance, they did receive word from PPB that he was missing, but tell us the message did not suggest he was still on the property or that it was urgent. The family is still waiting for an autopsy to be done and for that report to come back to determine the official cause of death. Reporting live in Southwest Portland, Valina Jones, Coin 6 News.
Thanks for the update, Valina.